Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video on what we normally do, which is we're going to do something in Arma 3 using the Eden editor. So it's going to be a little bit of a tutorial, and the main thing we're going to learn today is how to make a simple base. And this is my first ever base that I built. As you can tell, it's pretty, it's decent. It's not the best, but I've got other examples to show you. So this is just to show you the rough idea of what you can do with base building in Arma 3 for your MP missions or missions in general. Say you want to upload like a co-op mission to the Steam Workshop, or you just want it for your server, then this is the way to go. Obviously, if you're using a MP mission that was created on the 2D editor, then you will not be able to use the 3D editor, which is a shame from what I know. So what we've got here is everything you see here is basically placed. The only things that have not been placed are these two hangers. So obviously it's a bit hard to see when you've got all this stuff, but if you press E and R, or this may already show up for you. This is just the basic Eden editor stuff that you've got. So E is all your AI, your civilians, whatever you've placed basically, and R for your right is basically whatever you can place down. So like NATO, Germany. I've got a couple mods installed, but today we're not going to be using them, so no need to get mods or anything like that. You don't need any. So you got cars. Obviously you could stick a helmet down. Obviously what will happen then, it will stick an AI in it and he will start moving. But to delete this, you press delete on your keyboard while hovering over it. And to make sure there's no AI in the vehicle, you just want to hold this, hold left click when you're dragging it, and press Alt. And as you can see, then it go into this type of yellowish color. And what you do then is you hold Alt still and you just let go. And there you go, you've got no AI in it, which means you can just simply say put your character down. If I can find where they are, say that's you, right click on him, go to attributes, press playable, which makes it as a playable character, or player, which makes you basically spawn into this character straight away. You can obviously untick that. You can set his health, ammunition, if you want to put people around your base that are just guarding and are not actually meant to kill anyone. I stick the ammunition at low. Sorry for my bad speech. You can see this guy's name and all that. I like to use these a lot, so if you've got people around the base doing animations or anything like that, we might get into that on a later date. You can press enable damage, which means it's in God mode, or enable stamina, which is from what I know, you can either disable via this or a script. I have mine done via script, so every time I spawn back in, it doesn't disable, but you can stop his stamina, so he's got no stamina, so I'll just take that off just in case later. But yeah, that's your character. So you can move him around. You can even, if you drag the character and you stick him in or hover over the vehicle, it will put the character or AI inside the vehicle. And as you can see then, if you hover there, you can see the little driver's seat and you can pull him out. Obviously just delete all these because we're not getting into that, but that's just the main things. Use tabs at the top: NATO, Op4, Independent, Civilian, and Props. Now what you can do is you can look around the map, obviously by holding right click if you know the normal Arma controls. Now this is a thing not many people know. Instead of flying all the way to this area, just double right click and press go here and it will teleport your camera. So this is another example of a base. I built this one yesterday. This is basically an Alt4 base. Today we're going to make an independent one, but you can make whatever you want. As you can see, I built this in roughly around, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, not even that. If you know what you're doing, then it'll be faster. As you can see, a tower, made a couple of interesting things. I got a bunker and some radar. Couple of towers, an office building with a solar panel on top, some vehicles, helicopter pad. Now this is what I like, and we will get into this into a later stage when we've put everything down. You can put tables down, weapon crates, weapons on the tables, rocket launchers, maps of Outis, stuff like that. All that shebang. These can actually be lifted up by the Huron and Taru. I put them down there just for looks. They're not actually used for anything. Obviously another building which you can put stuff in. So yeah, that was another base. As you can see, pretty decent. I like it. Does the job. So we're gonna find an area today. So if you don't know where you want to build your base and you're not sure, then football grounds are really helpful and they're really good because of how flat they are. But I want to try and find a different place today. Right, I found my area. I want to build it here. Just out of the way. Got an enemy base there. Got our base. We can stick flags down and stuff. So may as well stick one over here. I think this is a pretty decent area. You want to go for ones that already have fences and walls. But we're going to be basically covering all of them with some stuff. But basically, just find an area that you think's flat, nice, or you don't even have to go for flat area. You do whatever you want, obviously. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to use a couple of the H barriers, which I will find by typing in the search bar under props, H barrier. So you want to see H barrier. Obviously you don't have to type it. You can go into walls, military, and they'll be there. Main ones to use: 5 blocks, 3 blocks, and tiny little one there. But you've got concrete stuff. I use this for a couple of parking areas. These are pretty useful, but I like to use H barrier because they represent more of the military type look. So we're going to make an independent one, so most of it's going to be green. So what I'm going to do here is, you got all your different parts. I'm going to use number 5 today. And you can either go around the whole wall with H barriers, which I would do, and I will do. But a simple thing to note is, obviously, if you press on your thing, you press space, it'll come up with the different options. So you can lift it up and down, stuff like that. Get in, you can even sink it into the goddamn floor. Move it around by holding left click. And main thing is to know is when you clicked on your object and you want to go across a long wall like this, it's pretty much the same direction. Control C it and Control V. Everyone knows what that is if they've used a computer. And just keep them going across the wall like this. And now I'm going to go across this whole wall with H barriers. It's going to take me a goddamn long time, but I'll meet you back when I'm done. Right, welcome back. Just done it all around the area. Took not as long as I thought it would, obviously, because Control C and Control V is your best friend in this situation. And I went around the whole wall, so it didn't take me as long as I thought. But what we can do here depends if you have an AI or not. If you are having AI, then I recommend leaving this area blank. If not, though, you can go down to here. Just go to walls, military. You can stick a gate down if you're not doing it for AI. You can stick one there. There you go. But I'm going to be using AI, so I want them to be able to actually not be stupid and just hit into that. Just stick some walls around, make it kind of like in separate locations, like I did with the example I showed you. So what we can do now, since we haven't really, what we can do now is just highlight a couple of these if you want. Control C, Control V, stick them over here, and just go over a couple things. There we go. I feel like that just makes it look a little bit better than what it normally did. Now I feel like these are really nice and clean and look a little bit like they're meant to be there now and then. Stick a pole there just to make it joined up, then that'd be a best friend. There we go, just delete that. Control C, Control V. You can even line them up to that bit there. Should take a while, but I think it would look pretty nice in the end. There, I like that. There we go. So we've got this enclosed area now. which is can be used as, what should we use as? Not vehicles. I think vehicles should go here, and then drive out like that, or the drive out here, or just up here. Yeah, actually, vehicles can be here. So we have an outpost or tower here, shall we? So let's go back. Let's go to structures, military, and independence green. But I've already used green, but still, we're gonna use green still. Or we could use brown. This is pretty dusty area. There we go. So we've got ourselves a green tower. You can rotate it with the blue one, spin it around. I like to face it with the staircase. Does that look good? I'm not sure. I also like to stick it on the outside now and then, just to make it a little bit interesting. But I know mostly people probably be OCD about that. Let's stick it back. That was pretty nice. I like it. It's got a couple of bushes underneath it. This could be used as a watchtower. Stick some lights on it. We can even stick a gunner on it if we wanted to. So we've got the tower down, and next thing is to make some defences, shall we? Bunker tower. Now I like using these for the entrances, as you can climb up them, you can stick a gunner on the side. So let's do that. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but I seem to. I got a. I don't know. I sound like a goddamn snake. I probably need something to drink, as I've been speaking for a while. As you can see, this clips in, which is annoying. You can even stick it up here if you wanted to. Should be. It's not actually too bad, actually. I kind of like it. It's a bit of a surprise. So, as you can see, you can just go wild with things. Do whatever you want. Stick some staircases there if we wanted to. We'll come back to that in a later date. I kind of like that. That's that's pretty cool, actually. Aha! Wait, no way. Can we actually do this? Is this interactive? Can we interact with it? That's pretty cool. So you can add some ladders. That's a pier ladder, if anyone was wondering. Okay, yeah, I know where. We'll stick them in this corner. You want to make sure there's nothing's colliding with each other. You're going to see like walls through the through this door, or trees, but sometimes they don't really matter. Now you can leave a gap between this. I like to get really close and personal, just so there is no gap. But for today's purposes, I'm just going to leave it like that. Or actually, let's spread it out a little bit, just so it looks even between both sides. So we've got some gap there and a gap there. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I like that. So let's stick a couple more down. Let's do it on the other side, actually. So what we could do actually here is highlight them and just control. Clearly didn't get it, but whatever. There we go. I like that. You can even sort this wall out if you want to, just to make it straight. There we go. Yeah, now we've got a little storage area, let's say. Stick some stuff in there. Now this area, let's put as a not a military office, but we could put that one of them down if we wanted to. DLC. Nope. HQ. There we go. That's what I wanted. Aha. Okay, I like that. Aha. There we go. So this is in piers. It's called the pier box. I like it because it kind of represents a helicopter pad. We could stick some lights on it if we wanted to. Let's make it. Don't want it all the way in the ground. It's got a ladder there. Stick it up if we want a bit higher. Should we stick it there? Have some staircases. And the thing that's a part of the canal. And it actually goes pretty well, if I'm honest with it. So now we've got this. We can just Alt and move it up. Can we not see it? Oh. So we can't lift that up or down. Which Bohemia, please make it so we can. So that's a bit upsetting, if I'm honest. Let's just go for red. And there we go. Control C and then Control V it over here. Boop. Boop. And boop. There we go. Let's get rid of that one. There we go. And we can stick them like that at an angle. I kind of like that. So we've got Strider down. Strider HMG. Stick them quite far back. Around there. I'm going to leave a gap. Right. Now we've got Strider HMG. Obviously these guys need to get around fast and in big groups. So stick down a Samak transport. Kind of prefer the ones with the covered. So this, yeah, that's better. There we go. We've got a Samak down. Stick it there. Yeah, again, small indentation or small movement. It's not allowed by Arma. It's a pain in my arse. There we go. Move that a little bit closer. Around there. I think that's actually pretty decent, if I'm honest. Samak repair. Yeah, why not? I think that's pretty decent. And what else do these guys have? They don't exactly have much. They've got some quad bikes. Let's stick them down. Now Control C and Control V this, just so it's not as annoying to then rotate the rest. So got some vehicles down. I think I like to do it in that type of diagonal way. We can cut it off here, which I think would be good, and leave this as some sort of I was going to say runway, but I'm pretty sure a plane or anything's not going to take off from that distance. So we can make it like a shooting range. There we go. See? Things come to your mind very fast. There we go. Bit hard to see. And that is connected. That cuts off that area. Can even have like a little post there with some people on it. Talking of posts, we should probably stick a couple down actually in random locations. Now I like to hang these off the other side of the wall, just because it looks nice in my opinion. There we go. I like that. I will keep that. So we've got one over there. We're not going to do one here because it wouldn't make any sense. We can have a shooting range here, as we can have something here. So the shooting range will be here. There we go. So we've got a target range. Trying to think where I had I seen something where you can lie down on it. Alright, I'm going to do a couple of edits and then I'll meet you back. Right, so I've added a couple of more things. I've added a radar, or also added this type of shed area which can be used to store some vehicles, and I've done a little bit with the shooting range. It's a bit wonky, that's only because of the ground, that's what I said. Flat ground's probably the best. I added a couple there, things like that, moving targets, stuff like that. What we're going to do now is going to just add the finishing touches, which is what I said I was going to do at the end, which was add guns to tables and put tables down and stuff like that. So it's pretty simple. Get yourself a tent like I showed. Be anything you want really. You can use any table you want as well. I'm going to use the wooden table as I prefer it. It's larger and it looks pretty decent. So Control C that, just Control V, get a couple down. You can have like a seating area here where they debrief. But yeah, so what we're going to do is move that a little bit around here. So now we've got all this, got the tables down, and you've pressed Z to get down. You can use Z and Q obviously to go up and down like I've said. So now what we do is go back, go to weapons. Now from here you can choose any weapon you want, from DLC to non-DLC. So you can add rocket launchers. We're going to go assault rifles first. Since this is independent, trying to figure out what they actually use. I think they use the TRG. So we're going to get the TRG out. Get a couple of them. Some different versions as well, like grenade launcher versions. Stick them on the table. Now when you stick them on the table, I want to make this clear. You drag it, and if you see that type of icon there, it's like a little dome and in a stick. As you can see, if you try and put it on the floor, it's just a square. But if it looks like this, that means it's going to go on top of that object. So that's what that means, and you want to make sure that happens, or it's going to go a bit weird and wonky. Right, so we've got a couple of TRGs down. Let's change it up a bit, and let's go for some explosives. Let's put down some... No, let's put down some mines. That's a big mine. Stick some explosive charges down. There we go. Can have pistols. Let's give them the ACP, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to be the M1911. I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like anyway. That's annoying me. Stop doing that. There we go. Yeah, it's floating a little bit. We can also get some mags as well if we wanted to. Mags. Magazine, rifle. There we go. Add some of them down, shall we? There we go. So we've got some magazines around the area. What we can do now, let's go back to weapons, and like I said, just add any weapon you want. Let's go for whatever you feel you want to add. I'm going to add the Mar-10 on this table actually. It's a pretty decent weapon. This is DLC by the way, if you didn't know. Let's add a couple of rocket launchers as well. PCML, yeah. See, I always hit that and it annoys me a lot. There we go. Can we give them digital? Haha. Independent. Alright, I've got a couple of things down now. So what we can do now in this area, now we put some things down. I want to add a little bit one more actually. Let's add the sting. There we go. I like that. So we've got all our weapons on the table. Let's add a briefing area to this area. So let's go for map. Whiteboard, map of Altis, obviously. Stick that down in like the corner somewhere. Stick some chairs down as well. Let's add another table actually. Oh. There we go. And let's stick that there. I kind of like that. Yeah, right. Let's move it a little bit actually. There. Yeah, perfect. So we've got a map. Stick that down. No, wrong one. Let's look for it. Map. Ah, there we are. Map of Outis. Spin that around. So there we go. We've got a map of Outis on the table. Let's get some a laptop. Laptop's down. Spin that around. Perfect. What else can we get? Let's get. There we are. Let's go for PC screen. There we go. Let's add a couple of them and stuff. What else can we add? Let's add some chairs. So chair. One account. We want a camping chair. There we are. Add these around the area just as briefing. So Control V. Control C. Control V. And there we go. We've got a couple of chairs around. We can even add a soldier here if we wanted to, doing an animation. Getting to that maybe in a different video. Let's stick down a wooden chair, because why not? Stick it there. What was that? Oh, I know what that is. Alright, we're sticking some chairs down around the whiteboard so it looks like they're being briefed. Well, if there was anyone there anyway. Let's add some lights. Let's add, where is it? There we are. I like these. These are my favourite. Put them down. Put them down. Just stick them in corners. They actually work as well from what I know. So, stick them down. That's the point. On the subject of lights, we actually need to add some lights to this area. I'm gonna get airport lamp on, or it won't be on. There we go. I like to stick these in the corner of all my bases, because it lights the area up. Obviously. There we go. A couple of lights. Stick one there. Perfect. I like to add one on the corner here as well. There we go. Perfect. Add them all in the corners. I like to do that a lot. It just lights up the area and makes it a bit more visible. Radar tower. We don't really need to do one around there. Let's do a couple more and then we're finished. Let's do this last one, I think. And then we'll do one next to the vehicles, just so we can see them. And there we go. I don't like to do too many around here, obviously, because you're going to be flying in. You don't want to be hitting any of these. That's our base, basically. And I'm pretty sure we're pretty much done now. So, if you did enjoy the video, and you thought it was helpful, smack a like on it if you want to. It's up to you. Thanks for watching. If you need any more questions answering, just leave them in the comment section below. If you want me to do more stuff like this, a little bit more in depth. This is my first ever type of like Eden editor tutorial, so I'm probably a little bit jumbled up and all over the place, but I apologise for that. But as always, have a nice day.